Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Louisville, Kentucky and the Freedom Hall for week number 4 of the AMT Promotions Outlaw Monster Truck Series. 6 trucks on tap this evening. Caleb Strape in Ecto 1, Andrew Thornton and Bustin' Loose, Jackson McLean, the Tail Fin Terror, Joey Smith in the Bionic Redneck, Will Thompson at High Side, and our first look at Scott Thomason in the Sooner Cyclone. With qualifying complete, first round matchup shakeout just like this, Bustin' Loose taking on the Bionic Redneck, High Side taking on Tail Fin Terror, and Ecto 1 taking on the Sooner Cyclone. Tight confines, Chicago-style racing coming to you. Watch the light on the left. To the first turn, over the second set of cars, dead even once again. And Thornton's going to loop Bustin' Loose. Going to try to gather it back up, but Joey Smith and Bionic Redneck's going to get the win here in round 1. High Side taking on Tail Fin Terror here in round 1. Another close race at the halfway point. Both trucks kind of bobble the final turn, and Will Thompson's going to pick it up first and get the win here in round 1. Final pair this round, Caleb Strape in Ecto 1 taking on Scott Thomason in the Sooner Cyclone. Through the first turn, Thomason misses the ramp. All out of shape, keeps it out of the wall. That's going to allow Caleb Strape an easy round 1 win. Moving into the semifinal round of action, High Side taking on Bionic Redneck, and Ecto 1 taking on Tail Fin Terror back out of the fast loser bracket. Thompson welds Smith to the tree. Still with the advantage at the halfway point, and Smith loops the truck, and that's going to send Will Thompson his first and final round of the season. And on the other side of the semifinal bracket, Caleb Strape and Ecto 1 taking on Jackson McLean and the Tail Fin Terror. Through the first turn, McLean pushes wide, going to have to play catch-up. A great second turn, Lestrade barely makes it up the ramp, going to get at least 2 wheels up the ramp, but he gets it done, moving to the finals. Final round coming to you. High Side taking on Ecto 1. Trucks move through the first turn. Slight advantage to Ecto 1. Coming around to the finish. And I don't know. Going to have to go to the replay. And by about half a wheel, your winner for the first time this season, Will Thompson in High Side. With qualifying now complete, getting ready to go for race number 2, Ecto 1 taking on the Sooner Cyclone, Bionic Redneck once again taking on Bustin' Loose, and Tail Fin Terror taking on High Side. High Side looking to make it 2 event wins in a row, taking on Tail Fin Terror here in round 1. Good race to the halfway point. Looks like McLean's going to lose the rear steer. That's going to allow Will Thompson to get the round win, moving to the semifinals. Ecto 1 taking on the Sooner Cyclone. Through the first turn, Scott Thompson all crossed up and upside down. Walk in the park here in round 1 for Caleb Lestrade and Ecto 1. Final pair here in round one, Bionic Redneck taking on Bustin' Loose. Trucks leave the line together. Through the first turn. Nearly dead even at the halfway point. Coming to the finish, a photo finish, but Bionic Redneck sets Bustin' Loose down in the first round, 2 races in a row. Semi-final action coming to you. Ecto 1 taking on the Bionic Redneck, and Highsight taking on Bustin' Loose, back as the fast loser. As the light goes green, both trucks leave the line together. Both trucks with a bit of trouble in the first turn, slight advantage to the Bionic Redneck. And coming for home, Ecto 1 does not get a single wheel up the racing lane. That's a 5-second penalty. He's going to hand the win to Bionic Redneck and a berth in the final round. Bustin' Loose taking on Highsight on the other side of the ladder. For the first turn advantage, Bustin' Loose over the second set of cars. Absolutely standing on it, dirt tracking it to the finish. Bustin' Loose going to the finals. Getting set to go here in the final round in Louisville. Andrew Thornton and Bustin' Loose taking on Joey Smith, Bionic Redneck. Smith has had Thornton's number tonight, put him out in the first round. Both races so far. Light goes green and they lead together. At the halfway point, Thornton with a slight advantage. Smith bobbles the final turn, and Thornton spins out. Who's going to gather it back up first? And your winner is going to be Joey Smith in the Bionic Redneck. And that's going to do it for our racing action here tonight in Louisville. We'll take a look at the point series. Almost to the halfway point in the season, Caleb Lestrape still with a commanding lead. Battle really heating up for second and third place. All through the mid-pack, it's anybody's ball game. Still a long way to go, and you're going to want to see it all right here on the BeamNG Bandits YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.